Good morning. Yeah, it's done morning, 11:30. It's the 3rd of August. Hope everyone is well. I will be slurping my tea. Apologies if you don't like that. Yeah, just come on for a catch up. Yeah, just got back from, well, not just back. Where are we? What day is it? Summer holidays. Everything's a bit weird. It's Wednesday. We were in Ibiza last week, which was absolutely lush. Pretty much missing all the all-inclusive. Missing Bucks Frizz with my breakfast. Yeah, laying in the sun. Ho hum. Good evening, Dawn, Sherry, Paul. Hope you're well. How are your sales at the moment? Yeah, God, trouble is, once you start researching something on Insta or your phone just hears you or YouTube, then you're getting all the stuff. I'm like, what's this about the recession then? I'll have a little look. And of course, now I'm just getting nothing but doom and gloom. Recession is coming. It is a bit doom and gloom, I suppose, but I'm getting a lot of it now. Good morning, Bills and Moon. Hello, Karen. Good morning, my beautiful Shelly Welly Welly. Currently cleaning out my pool. That's not refilling until rain has been. Oh, is that a big pool, or do you mean pool for the doggies? Yeah, so what was the actual title? Oh, selling off my jewellery stock. Not a total, what do you call it? Not a total clickbait. So update. Also, updates from you, please. Tell me how your sales are. I thought we were already in a recession. I don't think we're officially in the recession yet. I think they're still saying it's not official yet, is it? I think we were just a few points off. We basically might as well say we are, but I think we're a few points off and they're expecting it to be, confirmed by January or something. Oh, no, big 8-foot pool. Pool for doggies, 1 bucket of water and they have, oh, lovely. Oh, nice. Nice and all that heat. Oh, 8 foot. I need to come down, don't I? Bring my swimmers. So, yeah, sales. So, yeah, where are we? I did all that shutting down of my shop starting about April? Yeah, it took me a few months to completely shut down. And then I just put a few lamps on. I have just restarted a basic shop on eBay on the 1st of August, but I've only got, I don't know. You have to try what you can try. You've got to do something. Sales are few and far between at the moment for everybody. For most people, I would say. Oh, good morning, Rebecca. Just trying to sort out my shitty life. Well, good luck with that. And then afterwards, could you help us? Yeah, so also, you know what I'm like? I get pretty bored. I like a change. So I did really focus on brooches for quite a long time, and that was pretty successful, actually. And I've enjoyed doing brooches. But before that, I did necklaces. I've done, like the garage sale, as they would say in America, type thing, where it's a bit of everything. I'm still doing jewellery, but my shop now, I've just at the basic level, it's like 255 listings or something I've put up. Rings, mostly sterling silver rings, some costume, but I think I will be concentrating on sterling silver. Although, the costumes sell as well. I'll see what price I can get them at, so what I can do them for. So, yeah, it reopened on the 1st. I've had 2 sales so far. A sterling silver ring at 25 plus ship. So that's all good. All good in the hood. The sterling silver's, I think I put it all on at 25 best offer plus ship, which is second class signed for. So £3 I put on for that. So yeah, 25 best offer, and if I can get 20 or above on the sterling silvers, that's all good. I mean, also could do with a bit more turnover. This morning, I've just sent out a cocktail ring, like a costume cocktail ring, and I think I've put them all on at £12 plus ship. Shipping will get combined as well, like just one lot of shipping and people are purchasing more. And then somebody sent me an offer. I think I sent an offer out of 10 last night. They sent me a counter offered at 8. I'm like, yeah, fine. It's just a costume ring. So I'd say that's probably about the lowest I would want to go on those. You like making a £5 profit probably, and aiming for a bit more on the sterling silver. But really, what we're all after is a bit more turnover, to be honest. So I am trying this. I did put a question in Daily Refinement, Chris's live the other day, about does he think it makes a difference really, really niching down, even within jewellery? Would it be better that people know where they come for, a ring? I have got lots of followers on my shop. Lots will be resellers, but I do get a lot of repeat customers as well. So I'll see how that goes on the eBay front. I could have gone, what I don't want to do at the moment, so I'll pay about £28, I think, with VAT a month on the eBay shop. I didn't want to go back to the next level up, which is like about £85 a month, because you're in that hole of having to sell a certain amount just to cover the eBay shop fee. And I didn't want that pressure at the moment, given that sales are so slow. I'm also sticking stuff through Vinted. So I'll talk about that and my Insta, actually. I'm more than welcome here anytime. But Paul is going away. Hosepipe ban here. Oh no, from next week. I'm surprised that's not on already, actually. Good morning, Chris. Hope you're well. Yes, still doing Vinted. So what's gone on Vinted? So I don't know if you remember, I picked up a couple of, right at the beginning, like one of the first car boots this year, when the frost was on the ground. I picked up a couple of Gant jumpers. They were new with tags. There was some guy who said he got them for Christmas and they didn't fit him. Somebody bought them for him or something. Lamb's wool jumpers. One sold on eBay for, I can't remember, eBay or Vinted, for like 40 or 45 pretty recently as well. And I was like, well, I think I paid a £5 for the pair. So I'm like, great. So I'm well into profit. And then I had one on Vinted and somebody offered me, which I restarted, a few days ago after hiding everything for holiday, which is fantastic on Vinted. You just press a button and it hides your listings, and then you just unhide them. And somebody offered me £25. I was like, yeah, because I'm already well into profit, and that's a good deal for them, but a good deal for me. So that's gone off. What else have I sold on Vinted since I've been back from holiday? Let me have a quick look. It is officially got. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I cannot wait for Vinted to bring their business proposition to the UK, because then I would probably load it up. Because at the moment it's officially, it's all your personal stuff. What else has gone out? So the jumper. Another cocktail ring, just a costume ring. That also went for £8. An Arquette t-shirt literally went for £6. Somebody offered, couldn't get rid of it. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, and a bracelet, bezel set, stones bracelet for a £5. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it since I've got back on Vinted. And the 2 sales on eBay. So yeah. So I'm going to concentrate. I mean, I could, I could change my mind like the wind, but I'm going to concentrate on rings on the eBay. Quite enjoying, putting bags and things that are a bit different for me on Vinted, just like small things just to keep my interest. But I'm going to try the niching down on eBay. Ideally, I mean, I've got stock to list, I've got stock to list, but I am not until sales start picking up, hopefully for Q4. But it's going to be a different kind of Q4 this year because of cost of living crisis. I will ramp up my eBay for Q4 and maybe raise the shop level. Carrying some of my own stuff on Vinted, not sure why people would even use eBay for own stuff. Sell-through is a lot, but yeah, I think Vinted's, I don't know, it feels like it's less crowded on them. People can see your stuff. I think it's so hard to get seen now on eBay, and if you're pages and pages down, then you're never going to get seen, and then you're down into, oh, I'm paying for a shop. I'm also going to pay the final value fee. Oh, I'm also going to have to pay to promote. It's really, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan at the moment at all of eBay. But with this like lower, the basic shop, it's like, well, it's about £1 a day. I'm like, right, I can cope with that. So yeah, I've sold that silver ring and I've sold a costume ring. I think I need to sell like one more costume ring, and then that's my shop fee paid for the month. But then I can start making a profit. And that is taking into account cost of goods as well. So yeah, I kind of thought, well, I've got all this other stock if I do niche down into rings. So shall I crank up my Jewellery jewellery on Instagram? So I'm looking down here because I've got boxes and boxes of stock down there. Excuse me. So the thing with the Instagram before is pretty successful actually in terms of, but then that was during lockdowns, in terms of selling jewellery items at like £3 a pop plus postage. But it is pretty labour intensive. And I think, I mean, yeah, wherever people want to sell that, you can make a profit anyway, like with that, I think. So instead, what I've decided to do is, hang on, chat. Chris, I'm quite enjoying selling Vans and Nikes on Vinted. Oh yeah, you even got me into, I sold a couple of pairs of freaking Converse. I don't know why, but they just bother me. I just don't like selling them, but they go really quick and I don't want to sell them, but I know because you're talking about Converse, I'm sure you are. So I pick them up and I'm like, I hate selling these, put them on the go. And I'm like, still hate selling them. I don't, it's just a weird thing. Good morning, Z. Are you all right? So Z, I did some coaching off you. How's your eBay this week? Let me know. Karen, been really examining my accounts, to be honest, and they always follow the same trend sales-wise, so not panicking here. Yeah, the summer slowdown is freaking disgusting, isn't it? Not panicking. Store is going to explode this month for me, as makes sense to me. Yeah, getting it ready for Q4. And good morning, Jewel. So what I thought, yeah, it's pretty labor intensive selling the jewelry on Instagram for me, like, one bit at a time. So I thought, well, do you know what? To make it easier, what I'll do is I'll put some bundles on Vinted, like 5 pieces or 10 pieces, £3 a piece, and then advertise it on Jewellery on the Instagram. And then people can just go straight through and buy it from there. They send me the label. And the reason partly I like that is because I gave up years ago trying to put in any claims for lost parcels with anybody. It just seems impossible. Royal Mail just sent me a book of stamps. Can't even get to the claiming stage with anybody else. So literally, like, no, I just swallow that cost. It's not worth my stress and hassle to get nothing in the end anyway. So I never, if I get any problems with parcels, I'm footing it. But if you do it through Vinted and the buyer pays like an insurance fee, if it gets lost, Vinted are really good, and you still get your money and the buyer gets refunded. So I looked at it, and to send out like a bundle, say 10 items for £30, the buyer would pay about £4. which is a bit less than I could do it myself. I mean, it's using every, but we've both got a bit of cover there. However, don't know if the bundles, if that's what people want. And actually, if you're watching this and you're interested in buying jewellery to flip at £3 a piece, vintage mostly, let me know how you would, because I don't want to do it piecemeal anymore. I don't want to do like, right, here's 10 lots. Okay, one to Mrs. Shoe, one to Mrs. Foot. I don't know why I'm saying this, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm quite happy to do a bundle. Like, here's 10 bits or here's 5 bits. But I don't want to do it in the singles. So it's the same, it's the same price, because if I've just updated my Instagram to say, if you do want to buy it directly and not through Vinted, I can do it plus £5 to ship it. And that would be, I just had a look, Royal Mail tracked. And then fingers crossed that actually gets there. But it's going to be bundles. It's not going to be piecemeal. But feedback on that, please. Let me know if you are a jewellery buyer. What do you think of that? I'll show you some of the stuff that I've got to pass on at the moment. Z sales have been pretty consistent, thankfully. Just making sure we're listing 15 items each day without fail has been a big change. Yeah, I'm sure. And are you so is that 15 including your I was going to say car parts? That's not quite right, is it? Your RC parts, or is that 15 like used electricals, and is that a mixture of like your toys as well? Mine's making it sound really wrong. Or is that all like you know your used boot sale finds? Yeah, because when you were all car parts, when you weren't listing every day, it really just went, didn't it? Yeah, because I did a little look as well. So I literally, you know, restarted my shop, and so like 250 things just went bang on there. And I thought, well, I'll just do a little look and have a look for, you know, a sterling silver ring, vintage, used, and loads of my stuff's on the front page. So I am getting views and watches at the moment, but not enough unless I go bigger shop, and I don't want to do that at the moment. Oh God, did I miss some videos? We got rid of our RC stuff. What, all of it? It's car boot stuff. Wow. We're in a pickle though, as we have to do our 15 for today, and it's meant to be our day off. Oh, because you haven't got your listing bank yet. We'll definitely get them done there. Do you know what though? I think that's one of the hardest things with trying to follow the listing every day and getting the listing bank. Excuse me. Is getting that bank. I remember, because I was doing it last Q4. I remember trying to cover Christmas, and we were off, you know, for weekends here and there. I was like, God, it almost killed me trying to cover all the weekends. But then Chris does say, to be honest, you can do whatever you like with your shop. As long as you list consistently for 7 days, they'll switch you back on, which has made me feel a bit like, because when I've been going on holiday recently or away, I just turn everything off now. I used to come back, I used to want to leave everything on, and I'm like, no, I'm having a proper break now. And that's kind of reassured me that as long as you list for 7 days on the trot, they'll switch you back on. I'm willing to do that rather than kill myself to have every single day covered. But then I know it's kind of like, we need rules, don't we? And we're like, oh, if I don't list on Thursday, everything's going to stop. So it's that worry, isn't it? The same as like, well, if I stop promoting now, are they going to completely not show any of my listings, and my sales go? And you just don't know. I'm not promoting anything, by the way, at the moment. Yeah, all the RC was sold off in a lot. Did not make a video about it. I was sick of seeing it. I'm glad to get it on. Oh, but that was refreshing. Oh, but that was nice to get all that space back as well. Oh, I didn't realise. Yeah. Current views are buggered at the moment. Got things listed yesterday which have no views, but choose to watch. Yeah, I know. What the hell is going on with the... Yeah. So, yeah, and see, that's a bit soul destroying when you're like, why is no one looking at my listings? But maybe they actually are, and it's just not being counted. The listing bank is hard to grow as you keep selling. Nice problem to have. Yes. Yeah. So are you at reseller Nirvana yet? Are you selling the same amount as you? Are you selling 50? I guess you're not selling 15 bits a day yet, are you? Or are you? Karen, I don't hide listings, but put time away on and delete the apps. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Of like, you know, yeah, I didn't want to be messaging people while I was away and stuff, saying, "Oh, did you see it? I'm on holiday." Yeah. So, good morning, Antoinette. Oh, you've just popped in. I know that you follow, or used to follow my Jewellery, Antoinette. I was just asking for some feedback on how. So I've just sort of restarted it, and I don't want to do it piecemeal, like one item at a time. I want to do it in bundles, as you've probably seen. And I'm quite happy to sell it directly and do it Royal Mail tracked, but in bundles. But I don't know if that's a go or not. Let me know. You give me some feedback on that if you wouldn't mind. So yeah, what I might do is do an Instagram live after this, actually, on my Jewellery, and show people what I've got, and then I can get a clue of, people could say, can you do me a bundle of chunky drag earrings, or can you do me a bundle of Sarah Coventry, or a bundle of quirky brooches or something? And I'll go, yeah, all right, I'll stick it on. Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, partly I'd like to get a bit of, obviously we want the money coming in, but I want a bit of momentum going again. It's too soul destroying your motivation's just sapped when you're listing and things aren't selling. And it's not just like, I am happy with my photos, and I have been really trying to research and following quite a few jewelry sellers on eBay now, and seeing, right, what did they sell, what their prices at, what people going for, is it sort of similar stuff that I sell, because otherwise you can get into the habit of going, oh, it's price, and then just like doing yourself a disservice really and selling it too cheap, and that's not the issue. See, I'm not promoting either yet, and I know as soon as I start promoting, I'll be in that rabbit hole of like, I'm too scared to take the promotions off. Let me know as well. Let me know, everybody in the chat that hasn't already, how are your sales? Are you promoting? Since they put up see, I wasn't doing the minimum of 1% anyway. I was doing like higher, like say 5% on certain things and not promoting other things. Antoinette, I used to love your jewelry bundles, Shelley. They're always such great value. Oh, thank you. Selling bundles is a double-edged sword. You sell lots but have to keep Mins your bottom line. Eye on your bottom line. Yes, yeah, and I know like some people will say just to go on Etsy, but it's just too slow for me. I'm just too impatient. So I'd rather yeah, do it this way and make my money on eBay, like with, you know, rings, which is what I'm going to do now. See, currently averaging 5 sales a day, so nowhere near. It's not bad though, is it? For given how long has it been since you've been listing every day? Because I can't remember when it was. Was it the spring when sales were non-existent, weren't they? And what are you taking, sorry, quick question you completely, but are you taking more stuff through the shop? Because when the boots, unless you've got an all year boot, you'll struggle for stock in the winter, won't you? Oh, however, some of the stuff we list ends up selling in the shop. That's good. Yeah. Certainly need lots of eggs in baskets, or lots of baskets with different eggs, something. Oh, speaking of which, what did I stick on vintage yesterday? A basket, like a 60s with the covered handles. People have gone bonkers. No one's bought it yet, but they have gone bonkers. Like the watchers went crazy. So I put it on for 20 quid. So I sent them all out offers of 18 last night. Somebody offered me 15. I thought, well, it's just gone bonkers in a day, so I'll see if I can get at least 18. but it hasn't sold yet. And I think this is the thing. I think people want to buy stuff, but they're like, bit strapped. Oh, hi, Rachel. I've just been talking about, the restart of Jewellery Jewellery. I have a load of stock to sell off. Next, well, I did sell off most of the necklaces. I have got pendants, but tons of brooches and like big chunky clip-ons. But I want to do it in bundles. And I tried linking it to Vinted, and I don't know if people are keen to do it through Vinted, so I'm gonna have to do it directly. But let me know. Don't know. Yeah, I could do with some feedback if people are going to go for bundles or not. I know that people are happy buying in singles, but to make it viable for me, it's going to need to be bundles. And how are your sales, Rachel? Yeah. So yeah, that's an update. I'll just show you briefly. How long? 26. Yeah, I'll get off in a sec, but I'll show you briefly the sort of stuff that I'm going to be putting on there. I can't speak this morning. So yeah, I've already done a bundle of like, whoa, that's an earring's popped out. I've already done a bundle of like, that was from the car boot, like Sarah Coventry stuff. That's the stuff I haven't bundled up. These are the sorts of like chunky clip-on earrings. Hopefully you can see that. And then I've got brooches galore. Let's just show you some. Oh, I love this. I think it's so kitsch. But yeah, one of these little minky things. Embroideries, loads of sparklies. I might do an Insta live in a sec and just show. Oh, I absolutely love things trapped in resin. I mean, better if it's not. This sounds really bad. Better if it's an animal trapped in resin. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe, hopefully, a dead animal. Is it getting worse? That's the shell type things. Oh, that's flowers trapped in resin. I don't know. It does something for me. Things trapped in resin. Oh, would you just say set in resin rather than trapped? Yeah, it just does anyway. Probably reveals something about me, doesn't it? Yeah, stuff like that, really. Vintage not make a difference, to be honest, but be careful with it. Yes, I just don't want to be chucked off vintage because it's like having a hobby, vintage. That's what I see it as, like a hobby. I'll show you some. Yeah, I have a load of pendants. I'll do a live on there and try and get some feedback on there directly. I have a load of modernist style pendants. Actually, is that a Moda? I think it's just stainless steel. Oh, that'll go quite nice on this. Yeah. So I am going to be selling these all off at like £3 a pop. Oh, I like this because it's got one of those little Rivoli, yeah, things in the middle. I love the flowers in resin, trying to dig you out the hole. Yeah. I had something. Oh, I've got it somewhere, like a creature trapped in resin as well. Unless I gave it to some child that might be fascinated by it, like I am. Oh God, there's more jewellery in here. I've got drawers of it. Look at that. I've literally haven't been in these drawers for quite a while. No, I don't know what I've done with that. Bloody hell. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to go on to, if you are interested in jewellery, go on to Jewellery Jewellery on Instagram. I'll do a quick live and show people what I've got and ask for some feedback. And I'll let you know how it goes. I quite happily pop on I was thinking about this morning. I'd quite happily pop on, but I don't know if it'd work better on Insta and just say, right, this is what I'm about to package from yesterday. But it would be it would be like, here I am again, 30 seconds. Because that's how much I'm selling at the moment. That'd be useful. It's a bit like, I don't know, I feel like I could do with the moral support at the moment. Rachel, I'm preferring to handpick at the moment rather than buy bundles. Thank you for the feedback, but doubt I'll be able to resist looking. That is the thing. That's the thing. I think people want to handpick, don't they? And I don't want to do that. Need to have a think about that. Yes. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining me. Thank you, 28 people for joining. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And no doubt I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, don't die.